Hello everyone, today we have another live stream and this time we are going to check fresh book from Valiant Wings publishing. As you can see, it is dedicated to famous Spitfire. It is part of I think it should be zoomed like this. So it is part of Airframe and miniature series. It's already 13th book, but what is even more important, it's a 50th book from this publishing house, and it's really cool to check what they included into this issue. So as you can see, it's written here that whole book is dedicated to Spitfire, but this is a part 2 which features Griffon-powered aircraft, including the Seafire. So if you plan to build one of those aircraft, you definitely should have this book. And it should be already available for purchase. We have a commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review. So first of all, this is a soft cover, and soft cover which is quite heavy and thick. Here you can see thickness, so be ready for this. As you can see, it was packed more or less carefully. It arrived, I would say, in a nice shape. Yes, some edges are a bit dinged, but I mean, it's because of the post service, not because of the publishers itself. So first of all, here on the cover we have a special artwork which comes from I think it was ordered by Jerry Butcher, so it is reserved only for this book. And now we are going to open it and see straight away another special bonus. This is a set of 1/48 scale drawings. As you can see, it is included as a special poster, and it is a special gift which commemorates 50th anniversary or 50th book, so it will be handy as well in the build. Here we have some acknowledgements and notes, also some things to mention about the cover. Let me increase the ISO so that you will see more. And here we have the contents page. So first is a Airframe chapters set. Here we have the evolution chapters, also Spitfire and Seafire, camouflage and markings. And then we have miniature chapters, so here we will have several builds. And then in the end, as usual, we have appendices with kit, accessories, masks, decals, lists, and also bibliography. And the scale fold out is written in the end, but we saw it in the beginning, so you know what we are talking about. So everything starts with glossary here, so that you understand what those short words mean. Then we have preface, which will tell you more about development history, and note that there are a lot of black and white photos, which will be handy for your build ideas, for diorama ideas. So I would recommend to check them more or less carefully in order to find something interesting for yourself. And we get a lot of information on where those aircraft were used. For example, you can see here France, Hong Kong, India, and more of other countries. For example, here is Thailand. And then we continue with versions. So whole chapter is dedicated to various versions of this aircraft, and each section it describes the main difference between previous version and this one which you are reading about. And it might be handy in order to understand what you have to copy on your aircraft if you would like to copy the particular type of the aircraft. For example, here we have the Seafire MK 15D denavalized. It was flying in Burma, and it might be an interesting option or choice for a build. Next, we have separate chapter with markings, and these markings, of course, they are printed in color. As you can see, we have a lot of profiles. And this is a really useful thing, because if you are not decided on which marking to choose, or maybe you are in search for interesting marking, then this chapter will be handy in order to find something. So here you can see more of this. And note that some profiles are accompanied with these black and white photos, which will show you the real aircraft. Then we start with the Seafire and Spitfire kits. As you can see, we have here the list of those kits, and all possible scales are included. And of course we have the detailed description of the weaknesses and the strong sides of those models, so I would recommend to read it as well. I mean, in case you are not decided on what kit to buy, then it's definitely worth reading. Here we have the buildings and actually builds, and as you can see, whole build project is described with help of these detailed photos so that you will understand what author did with his model and why he did so. So there are, as far as I remember, there are 4 builds, and then we have the separate chapter on the differences between various versions. As you can see, they are shown in a more or less comprehensible way so that you understand. For example, here the different parts are marked with dark gray, and it's easier to find it straight away without having to look around the aircraft and spotting all those minor differences. And they are really minor in some cases, so it's not a joke, let's say. Here we have also photos in the in detail chapter, which is dedicated to various parts of the aircraft, and authors decided to combine black and white photos together with color photos of museum aircraft. And it will be handy as well for super detailing. We also have the original drawings, technical drawings for the aircraft. Here you can see cockpit, and again, for weathering and super detailing, it is really precious information. So I wouldn't recommend to let's say, to jump over this chapter and to read something further, because here you can get some valuable information on how to improve your project. And it's really quite extensive chapter. As far as you can see, it's for several, I think for 100 pages. And then on the last page, as I said, we have the kit and accessories list, and I would recommend to check this. This is a bibliography, all the books dedicated to this aircraft, so you might find another interesting read here as well. Thank you for the first like, by the way. And as I said, this book is already available. So what do we have here in total? There are more than 200 photos inside, and it means color photos and black and white photos. Also, we have the 148 scale drawings, as you remember, and price should be around 22 British pounds. It should be already available on the website. So if you would like to get it, I think that might be a perfect choice for those who are planning to build the Spitfire in whatever scale they would like to. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such book. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.